This poisonous rain wreaked havoc without any warning. As acid poured onto the streets, everything began to melt. Even the power lines weren't spared. Their outer layers started dissolving. Windshields cracked and began to flow like liquid. A child stared out blankly, waiting for death. The rain showed no signs of stopping. People abandoned their vehicles and ran for shelter. The roads had turned into hell. After a while, the rain finally stopped. A man took his wife and child on a bike and headed toward a shelter outside the city. But fate wasn't on their side. The bike, having run too long, began to fail. No one knew when the next rainfall would hit. They abandoned the bike and started walking. The only helmet they had was put on the child. Dark clouds started gathering again. The rain was about to return. The man ran toward the forest with his family. After running for quite a while, the wife collapsed from exhaustion. The child wanted to say something, but the man didn't stop to help her up. Instead, he encouraged her to keep moving and pushed forward. As they crossed the forest, the child became severely dehydrated. The man stopped and gave the child their last bottle of water. When they finally reached the shelter outside the city, it was already full. The guards refused to let anyone in. The man, along with his wife and child, begged to be let inside, but the guards said there was no room. Suddenly, gunshots rang out. The crowd scattered in fear. The child was now. The man picked up a plastic bottle from the ground and said, "You two keep going. I'll find water." He ran off alone. Eventually, he found a house. He broke the door and entered, rushing to fill the bottle from a tap. Suddenly, a man appeared with a gun. Trembling with fear, he said, "I just need water." When he told the man about his family, the homeowner offered him a place to hide in the basement, but there was only room for one. The man stood there shaking, knowing that staying meant survival, but his family was still waiting for him. Outside, the dark clouds drew closer. The mother kept walking with the child. The boy suddenly removed his helmet and yelled, "Why didn't we stop Dad?" The mother remained silent. Then they heard a distant scream. The poisonous rain had begun again. They clung to each other. Just then, the man came running, placed the helmet back on the child, and took his family into the forest again. On the way, he found a metal sheet. Holding it above them, he shielded his family from the rain. The rain grew harsher. His skin started burning badly, but he didn't stop. His hands burned. His face was unrecognizable, but he did not give up. Eventually, he saw a cave. With his last breaths, he pushed his family inside, then collapsed. The woman removed his burnt clothes, hugged her son tightly, and broke down crying. Suddenly, acid began to seep through the cave walls. She kept pushing her son forward. As the cave started to collapse, she pressed her body against the wall to let her son crawl through. The cave caved in. The mother was buried there. The child crawled out. The rain had stopped. In front of him was a scene of complete destruction. Now the question was, how would the child survive? Watch part 2.